Gender stereotypes. What are gender stereotypes, and why you should be concerned about them? Stated by the United Nations Human Rights Office of the High Commissioner, a gender stereotype is a generalized view or preconception about attributes or characteristics, or the roles that are ought to be possessed by or performed by women and men. Most, if not all, of these gender stereotypes have extremely negative effects. Stated by the Institute of Physics, gender stereotypes shape self-perception, attitudes to relationships, and influence participation in the world of work. In a school environment, they can affect a young person's classroom experience, academic performance, subject to choice, and well-being. The reason you should be concerned is that these gender stereotypes might have already affected you, or you might be affected by it in the future. There's also the chance that you are helping spread these negative gender stereotypes. These gender stereotypes affect everyone around the world, including people of all colors, races, genders, and etc. My group is going to be going into detail about how gender stereotypes affect males and females in the United States, China, and Brazil.
Why do you think we have gender stereotypes?
Today, why we have gender stereotypes, I think that when people get into power and they want to hold on to that power as much as they can, and I think that a lot of times that means that continuing those stereotypes that keeps people from grabbing some of that power is beneficial, and so it's our job to kind of change the minds.
There are many stereotypes today here in the United States. These stereotypes are that typical men work while women stay at home and take care of the house and their kids. This is well expected of young girls to be the stay-at-home mom or housewife when they are young due to those around them supporting these gender roles/stereotypes such as parents or teachers. But it's not just in home life, it's work as well. This can be rather difficult or unfair, especially for women who depend on their financial income, but still won't be an equal to their opposites. Women who cannot get a job just due to their gender, yet still have the same qualities as a man in her place, is unfair. There are plenty of women out there with experiences as such, showing they did not have equal opportunity when compared to men who applied or had done the same as her. Women are often denied leadership roles because of their gender. They're also held to higher expectations than men, even to how tough they are to ask for a promotion or a raise. This is held to women when they want to be top executive positions and in political positions as well. Sometimes family responsibilities get in the way for running jobs or politics. According to Pew Research, about 2/3 of women said that men have a better chance of getting these jobs. This is a common stereotype in the United States, saying that men have an easier chance of getting a job than a woman due to their gender. This is an unfair world we live in that does not need to be unfair. Equality should not be a privilege, it should be a right, no matter your gender. This should be apparent, especially in the United States, a country known for their freedom, tranquility, and equality.
Alright, so what is your opinion about stereotypes?
I feel like stereotypes is like the most people's opinion about one thing. It's really like, we heard a lot about gender stereotypes, or like even American is very common. Like we all like from different background, so they will say Asian people are very good at math, but not every person very good at math. I'm not, and I'm Asian. But people were talking about, oh, your kids will be very good at math because you are from China, you are Asian. And this is kind of like a stereotype from us.
That's the thing, segregating, so keeping a line between women belong to the domestic world and men belong to the public world.
Women in China are expected from a young age to grow up and marry a successful man, birth a son, and take care of the household work. But expectation doesn't have to be a reality. These gender roles/stereotypes can be stopped.
Family, right? But women should just, spend the most time in the family. And now it's opposite. If in this family, woman is the one making money, man is the one stay at home. And everybody have very negative words about the man. There was, you have no ability to live, you have to rely on your wife. It's like very negative sounds you will hear a lot.
Say, for example, if you have a couple, the husband and wife, especially the wife is actually more outstanding than the husband. But people, it's the cultural value would prefer, the woman to step sort of a little bit back and let her husband to stand out. And that's one way, about, women not supposed to overshadow her husband. Because what's for the public or for the public face, basically, it still should sort of belong to the man.
Why do you think stereotypes were created?
One thing I think because I don't know about American culture, at least in China, we always listen to other people's opinions. So like for one thing, and 10 people will share their opinions, and 8 people have similar answers. So the last people, a few people, that the rest people will not follow their ideas, think, that's their right. That's how they create it. Like we always say, 少数服从多数 in Chinese. What I mean? So if you want to do something, you vote. The less people voted, and you have to listen to the majority people voted things. Yeah.
We're also seeing more working women, working mothers than ever before, and many are actually starting to become the breadwinners of the family. Do you think that traditional gender roles still hold women back, though?
I think there are some limitation to that, for sure. Because of the rule, they can't necessarily avoid it, but I think more women are learning to balance it. And in fact, I think if you look at the whole leftover women, I think that's a reflection of women, choosing to maybe not having the family or kids yet, but prioritize their career advancement over.
Despite having their first woman president in 2010, gender inequality does exist in Brazil. In 2019, it had one of the highest rates of femicide, the killing of women due to their gender, in the world. In Brazilian households, men are often considered the head of the house, while the women take care of the household matters. Jobs around the house are typically gender-associated roles. Women mostly cook, clean, do laundry, and care for the children, while men do physical jobs like home repairs and yard work. In the workplace, Brazil has one of the largest wage gaps in Latin America, with women earning an average of 30% less pay than men. Most women have the same educational opportunities as men, but having a college degree doesn't mean a higher salary. About 60% of women in the workforce have a college degree, but they receive 36% less pay than men with college degrees. These gender stereotypes are something that affect everyone around the world. We will only be able to solve this problem if we start now. Not tomorrow, not the week after, not next year. We have to start now. If we start now, we can tackle this problem before it becomes even more cemented in today's society. One of the ways that you can help tackle this problem, stated by Harvard Graduate School of Education, is to check your own biases. It all starts with ourselves. To help solve this problem, we're going to have to try and improve ourselves and to expand our own knowledge. Ways that we can do this is to see things from different people's perspectives while continuing to learn new things whenever you have the chance to. Another thing is to be more open to different ideas. Most people do not like change, but things will always continue to change. A big reason gender stereotypes are so deeply ingrained in today's society is because it was a common belief throughout history, with generalized ideas being created about men and women. These ideas were acceptable back in the past, but they are not acceptable anymore. With us fixing our own biases and helping to teach the younger generation that it is okay not to follow these negative gender stereotypes is the only way that we can help stop this from continuing. Let us be the change so that we can create a better society for the future generations.